It's Miss Priscilla at the Appleton West Library, and I am book talking a brand new book by Maurene Goo. It's called Throwback. I need to change this because Maurene Goo writes mostly romances with Korean American characters, but having read this now, I would have to say it's more realistic fiction. If people want a strong romance, not that there's no romance in this, there is a romance, but it is definitely not the central plot point. So this is realistic fiction with a time travel option. So that technically makes it sci-fi. It's not going to appeal to sci-fi readers for the most part. So our main character is Sam Kang. She has a very difficult relationship with her mother. She is in high school. I believe she's a senior in high school as well. Her mother has a lot of expectations for her. Her mother is Priscilla. And Priscilla is first generation Korean American, meaning she was the first of her family to be born in the United States. So and her father died when she was younger. She has a younger sister. Her mother owned a business, so there were a lot of expectations put on her. But Sam doesn't always realize that. And Sam has this wonderful relationship with her grandmother, who is Priscilla's mom, so her maternal grandmother. But when her grandmother has a heart attack, and Sam and her mom Priscilla get into a fight. Literally, her mom just leaves her in the rain at the mall, and Sam's like, okay, I need to go to school. She's never done a rideshare app, so she downloads one called Throwback because it gets great reviews. So she gets this ride in Throwback, and it takes her to high school, and it is her high school, but it's her high school in 1995 when her mother was a senior, and it's homecoming week, and her mother's on the homecoming court, and her mother is going to, her mother never won homecoming queen, and Sam feels like, if I fix this for my mother, that will get me, fix the problem, and I'll be able to get back to my own time. So she spends like 9 or 10 days with her mother, and she becomes her mother's campaign manager for homecoming court, and there's some flops in there and stuff like that. But she really gets to see a different side of her mother, and that doesn't always make her happy. Like, sometimes it still makes her like, why are you like this? And I think in a way this appealed to me. I've always had a pretty good relationship with my mother, but it really, you have to understand that adults in your life, parents or teachers or other, grew up in a different generation, and things that we accept today and now are not the same as what they were back in 1995 or 85 or even 2005 necessarily. So Sam really gets to know her and understand her mother much better, but she also sees her grandmother in a very different light. So doesn't mean like when she gets back that everything's flipped around. It doesn't, but things are better. So I found this to be, this wasn't a book I cried at. This was a book that I felt more like, it was just a good story. So this was a good read when I needed a good read like this. Something a little, kind of heavy subject, but still a little lighter. There was enough humor and stuff like that. And like I said, a very hopeful, kind of inspirational ending. So if this is if you want a realistic with that time travel twist, this is one I highly recommend. I've read a number with time loops lately, but I haven't. It's been a long time since I've had one where people travel back in time and for the particular reason that she does. So, yes, I recommend this. And like I said, the author is Maurene Goo, and the book is Throwback. So, this is cup of tea. Great. If not, I will help you find something else because that's my job. Have a fantastic day and keep on reading.